Welcome back to Thin Line Stories. This one is incredible. Are you ready for it? Today we're honoring Deputy Jennifer Fulford-Salvano. This story hails from Orange County, Florida. May 5th, 2004, 8 o'clock in the morning. Fulford-Salvano, who's been on the job for about 3 years at this point, is out on patrol with her trainee, and they get word of a suspicious incident call. So they head over to assist the two primary responders on the scene. It turns out an 8-year-old called the police, letting them know that 3 strangers were in the house with their mother. Now, already it's a little suspicious because it is the only house on the street with burglar bars on the windows. When they arrive on the scene, the first 2 responders are out on the front lawn talking to a woman. As Fulford-Salvano approaches, the woman immediately starts talking to her. Maybe she's just comfortable with her because it's another woman. It's that woman thing. She says, "There's 3 men in the house, but I don't know why." But then out of nowhere, she starts crying and she gestures to the garage and she says, "My babies, my babies." Oh, by the way, later they would discover that she was hiding 341 pounds of marijuana and about $60,000 in cash. So apparently the husband is in Jamaica and these guys figured, hey, this will be a real easy heist. We're just going to break in, take her stuff, and get the heck out of here. And in fact, they had already started clearing out some of the stuff before the cops arrived. So the 2 primary responders tell the woman to go wait across the street, just stay out there and kind of stay out of our way. We're going to go check this out. They split up and kind of check out the whole perimeter of the exterior of the house. Meanwhile, Fulford-Salvano, who doesn't have any kids, by the way, not that that matters, I guess, but just saying, she doesn't have any kids, but her first thought was, I gotta get to these kids. Let me see what's going on with them, make sure they're okay. So she heads over to the garage, goes in through the open door, and kind of gets in there and crouches down by, there's a van in there, and she crouches down by the van and takes a look around, and she sees the 2 7-year-old twins, but she doesn't see the little boy that had made the call. Suddenly, she hears male voices from outside and like 3 to 4 shots ring out. So she drops to the ground, yells shots fired, and tries to get to safety. A man comes from around the back of the garage and positions himself to start firing out of the garage. Then he sees Deputy Fulton-Salvano, and he begins to fire directly at her. Fulford-Salvano returns fire. They volley back and forth. He ends up falling back. She kind of gets to safety. A second man enters the garage, gets on top of the hood, and starts firing at her from there. She returns fire, and now she's firing at them, both these men firing back and forth. Her last round hits the first man in the head, so he's out of commission. However, he has hit her in her right shoulder, her dominant hand. So now she has to switch to her non-dominant hand and still try and defend herself against the second man, which she does. This guy also receives a headshot and is put out of commission. Oh, and by the way, while this was going on, the mother that was waiting across the street decided to try and flee so she wouldn't get arrested. So if that wasn't amazing enough, Fulton-Salvano was hit 10 times. 3 of those shots hit her equipment. The rest hit her. But Fulford-Salvano is kind of a badass, and she returned to work full duty 38 days later. What? Yeah, she did. She was awarded Officer of the Year and received the Medal of Valor, and that was so damn earned. For sure. Deputy Jennifer Fulford-Salvano, we honor you today and thank you for your incredible bravery. We love you.